I actually think it started with your Celtics. They were stockpiling, all of the picks and was getting the young guys in and say, hey, let's just build this thing in-house and we'll add some different pieces to it to create,
Can we laugh about this for a second? Two things.
Go ahead.
Do you remember all the experts? And I'm not going to name names, right?
But I already know what you're talking about.
For those of you who you know who
it
you
won't
are.
work.
And I'm a guy, like, I love coming on here with you because we've developed a great friendship, but, like, I feel really strongly about what I know about this game as a storyteller, as a former coach, and what the eye test tells us, right? Yet all these people criticizing Danny Ainge for not trading their young stars to get Anthony Davis when he was in New Orleans, to get Jimmy Butler. Then they said, oh, Brown and Tatum, they can't play together. They can't win together because it hadn't happened yet. And the fact that the Celtics were patient and they kept tweaking, and then obviously Danny stepped down and Brad Stevens took over and he made the Derek White deal. He made the deal to bring Al Horford back. Like, all the right chess pieces. And you've seen what that's led to. Now, Oklahoma City. Now, Memphis. Now, Houston. Now, Detroit. Indiana developed the right players, then made the Siakam move. Like, it's great for the game. The Knicks finally stopped doing what we were all criticizing them for doing for 2 decades, and they said, you know what? We're going to build this thing. You know what? We see what Jalen Brunson can be. You know what? Julius Randle played really hard for us, but Karl Anthony Towns, we think he's going to be a better fit. We're going to make this deal. You know what? Mikal Bridges gives us a lot, and draft picks are nice, but you don't know what draft picks are going to be. So the Knicks have played this chess game really well, too. Absolutely. And the guy on the Knicks that I can't compliment enough is Josh Hart. Like, if every team had a Josh Hart, I think a lot of their problems would be solved. But I digress. I think that's a great point in following that formula. And listen, the Warriors did it too. The Warriors drafted Stephen Curry. The Warriors drafted Klay Thompson. The Warriors drafted Draymond Green. If those 3 players had not all been homegrown, their contract statuses and what they were able to do with bringing in other players and how the cap works, they would not have been able to bring in Kevin Durant. Now, they won a championship originally without KD, but the Warriors, let's not forget, it started with drafting those 3 guys. And
well, you know where this all originated from. My new hometown. The Spurs are the kings of homegrown. Draft, build, grow. I mean, that's Pops. That's Pops. That's been Pops' formula. That's how he does it. You know.
Let me ask you this though, because I want to ask you this about this damn Celtic guy. I don't know if the leprechaun Bob Cousy came and visited him in his dreams, or if he done drunk some of the leprechaun juice. What the hell done happened with your boy Peyton Pritchard? This dude, what is up with him?
Wait, hold on a minute. I think he just made another 3. Let me check.
What the hell is up with Double King?
Pritchard is the product of being a 4-year player in a major conference at a terrific program and a guy who just continues to work, who just needed an opportunity. 2 years ago, he wanted to be traded because he was buried behind Smart, White,
he wasn't getting much playing time.
And Brogdon. He just wanted to hoop. And thank goodness it's all played out this way, where they didn't have to get moved, because now hopefully he never wears another uniform. This guy,
he's in a running for 6th man of the year.
Yeah. Oh, he's leading it, right? He's most threes made. He's got 20 games of 5 or more threes made. Think about that. Think about that. I couldn't be happier for the
Improvement.
guy. And I know you guys, we watched the game in similar ways. Like, it's not just the three. Like, he comes off that screen and roll, turns to the corner, and gets a player on his shoulder. I mean, he
Yes.
is literally, he feels like a running back out there. And he is shielding the defense. He's strong as heck. He plays with fire. That game the other night where he had 43 points, he also had 10 rebounds. Like,
Yeah.
he is a total scrapper. And for those that said, their bench is a weakness, or their bench may not be as good this season, this guy is an incredible revelation. Hard work.
And improvement and development. He reminds me of Sam Cassell. I love when he come off. If he don't have a shot, he just gonna probe. I'm gonna get in the middle of the paint. And he gives shoulders to dudes like this, like bumping up off of him, and he'll shoot the little fade, the little mid range in the paint.
Yeah. Well, no accident. Look who the assistant coach of the team is, Sam Cassell. The player development that's gone on in Boston around Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Sam Hauser, Luke Cornett used to be a punchline. Luke Cornett is now arguably what? Top five big off the bench in the league as far as a guy that just knows how to play his role.
Absolutely.
And Derek White, when he came to the Celtics, was not that shooter when he arrived in Boston in 2022. Derek White, they'd been high on him for a long time in terms of his IQ, his ability to defend, his ability to play point, his ability to play off the ball. But what Derek White has turned into as a three-point shooter and has continued to evolve into as a combo guard is unbelievable. And
I got a theory about that, why that's happening for him. And I wish my sons was on the show because they think I'm crazy when I say this. The guys who cut their hair, they begin to play better. I'm just saying. Derek White cuts his hair. He's a monster. And I'm even going, this is my proof on it. LeBron James has finally accepted that he don't got the hair anymore. All of a sudden, he's done found the fountain of youth, man. But fellas, let me ask y'all this, man, before we close this out. Here's my question for both of you guys, man. Are there some teams making any significant noise the remainder of this season moving into the playoffs?
Well, I think the Warriors are already making noise. I mean, the first 10 games, Jimmy Butler's in uniform for the Warriors. They win 9 of them. He sat out their game last week in Philadelphia, which they lost. So they started as a team 9-2 since the deal, right? So, and they've played themselves out of the play-in into the playoffs during that time. So, and Draymond said on his show and elsewhere, he thinks they're going to win the championship. Now,
I heard
that may sound completely delusional, but Draymond Green knows what championship basketball feels like. He knows what a championship locker room feels like. And even if they don't get to the conference finals, they're going to make life hell for whoever they play in the first round. Like, whoever matches up with the Warriors, like, can you imagine if we get a Laker-Warrior first round? Wow. Yeah. That's actually the last thing the Lakers will want. Yeah. For the Warriors, there's no pressure on them. This is house money. Whoever's facing them is going to have all the pressure in the world. The other team you mentioned, and sorry, Agee, before you jump in,